$55.99 and duct cleaning starting at just $4.99.
Need a service repair? How about a free diagnostic for all new customers? Replacing or upgrading an old system? Estimates and surveys are always free. Stay warm this season. KCC is here for you 24/7.
Call today at 491-9880 or schedule on the web at kycomfort.com.
And remember, it's hard to stop a train.
And KCC is always here for you.
There were smoking sections on airplanes, in restaurants, and then gradually it got to be where it wasn't anywhere. It's not part of the social norm anymore. It's not accepted. I was at a party this summer, and there wasn't a single person smoking. Even in my own home, I had my own designated space to smoke. If I think about it, it really was like I was punishing myself. It was really a friend of mine that said, why wouldn't you just try the Juul? And I thought, okay, I'll try it. And so I went out and I bought one. The idea of going back to smoking is, I couldn't even imagine doing that. I just don't enjoy it anymore. I don't think anyone, including myself, thought that I could switch.
Carolyn made the switch October 2016. Make the switch at Juul.com. That's JUUL.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Broadcasting live 24/7 from the Sunhour Plumbing, Heating and Air studio. This is News Radio 840 WHAX. Joe Elliott, News Radio 840 WHAX. 844 and 800-444-8484. Are you optimistic about 2019 and where it's going? I am not as optimistic as maybe I would like to be. I just think that there is so much uncertainty. We really don't know what's going on with trade war with China, how that's going to fall out. The North Korea situation, there will be a lot of political turmoil. I think the House is going to have endless investigations, and that's going to go on and on and on. And we still don't really know kind of where this government is going in terms of a shutdown. We will not have a shutdown forever. I mean, at some point, sooner than later, this is going to all be put back together again. But I do think there is some question. The one thing I have learned about the news cycle over the last couple of years is every day is an adventure. There's always something going on here, and it is so hard to make any kind of reasonable predictions anymore about anything because things change so fast and they are so volatile. And we'll have some contenders and pretenders emerge on the Democratic side that either will take on President Trump in 2020. There are those who think that the president will not run again in 2020. I think at the moment, I would say President Trump will run. I mean, things could change. But at the moment, I'm thinking that he will probably run. What happens in the Kentucky legislature will be fascinating in 2019. We're going to get some sort of a pension bill. And what about Governor Bevin? Is he going to win another term? I would say, if you ask me, put a gun to my head, I would say that your governor in January of 2020 will be Governor Matt Bevin. I think he will win a second term. I don't think it will necessarily be easy, but I think he will win a second term. It is a strong Republican state, and I think you'll see that reflected in the polls with Governor Bevin's win. Now, we can project a little further, and that will be really interesting to see what happens with Senator McConnell in 2020 and many things going forward. But at the moment, I would say, if I had to say, I would say Governor Bevin is your governor again. At the end of 2019, that he will. There are people who think that Matt Bevin still wants to go to the Senate. And Senator McConnell's going to have to raise lots of money for Matt Bevin. But what will happen in 2020 is really anybody's guess. A lot of people say that's just silly speculation, and it very well may be. I don't know. We'll have to see how it unfolds, but we're not through 2018 yet. So if you have a comment on any of this, 571-8484 and 800-444-8484. We're also looking back some at 2018. And I did think that USA Today had an interesting poll here of their readers, and they picked the top 10 TV shows of 2018. Some of these I'm a fan of. Some of these I really have no idea about, so maybe you could help me. your top pick of 2018. But one of the things that we're into now is there really is with Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime Video and all these other outlets, all the cable channels, there really is a lot of good television out there. Now, there's a lot of junk out there, too, because there is just a voracious appetite that these channels have to put something on the air. And so you're going to get a lot of garbage, but you're also going to get some quality. There's people who are going to take chances. HBO and Showtime and Netflix and some of these other networks have really produced some pretty good stuff. So they came up with their top 10 list of 2018, and it's a pretty good list. Number 1, Killing Eve. Have you seen that show? I mean, BBC America runs Killing Eve. I have read that it is a really good show. It is on my list to check out in 2019. But apparently has a very strong fan base. A lot of people love it. Killing Eve, you can find it on BBC America, and you can probably find it on one of these streaming services. I haven't looked, but it is on my, as I say, it's on my list for at least to check out in 2019. And there's so much good TV now that you can try a couple of episodes. If you don't like something, I mean, there's fine. There's just so many other things. Coming in at number 2 is something called The Assassination of Gianni Versace. It was done by FX. It is, I want to say it's an 8 or 9 hour series. It's part of American Crime Story. And I would strongly recommend that show. That was absolutely fascinating. It's really not so much about Gianni Versace. It is about the man who killed him. He was it's all about this man who grew up, wanted to be a big deal, wanted to be somebody special, and really couldn't. And he pretended to be a big deal. He clearly wasn't a big deal. There was a lot of frustration and anger. This is based on the book written by a woman named Maureen Ord. It's a really good show. A lot of action, drama. He ends up killing several people all around the country before he is apprehended, but is a star forever for assassinating Gianni Versace. And like I say, if you like crime stuff, I would strongly recommend this. Barry from HBO comes in at number 3. A lot of people love that show. I have not had a chance to check out that show, but it has gotten really good reviews, and a lot of people love that show. If you have one, you want to give us a review on it, certainly feel free. 571-8484 and 800-444-8484. Coming in at number 4 is one that you have if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, and that is a show called The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. This is kind of an interesting show, and it sort of has the feel of the Gilmore Girls or one of those sort of snappy dialogue shows. It's produced by the same people who produced the Gilmore Girls. It is the story of a housewife who she's living life and doing everything you would expect her to do in the 1950s in New York, and her husband leaves her for his secretary, and she's always wanted to perform. She's naturally funny. She's always wanted to perform, and she starts doing stand-up comedy.